What is up, YouTube? So today I have pretty much videos on the new champion that's going to be released in 1 to 2 weeks from now, and his name is Rengar, and man is he OP. Okay, you guys don't understand. I've actually been playing League for a while now, and I've seen the release of almost over 20 new champions, and none of them would compare. After seeing how Rengar works out, I mean, he is very OP compared to all of them. I mean, Diana, meh, she's like average. Zyra, slightly above average. Okay, Talon was a piece of crap. Riven was probably the only one I thought was pretty OP when she released, when she was released, and maybe Darius, but I don't even think Darius compares to this guy. And the reason is because of the mechanics. I'm going to tell you guys later. I played him and you'll be seeing the gameplay soon enough. This guy is pretty darn OP. So what I'm showing you here right now is all the pictures and like stuff regarding this new guy. And I'm playing him on the public beta server. So pretty much they're letting me test out the new skins and this new champion, which probably won't be released for 2 weeks right now. And if you want to know how, check out my other videos. But as you can see, I choose the newer skin, which they haven't even drawn the art cover thing for yet. They haven't even designed the artwork for it. But they have the skin in place, so I was able to play him. As you can see, it'll say like artwork has yet to be drawn when you scroll to that like art design. Anyhow, let me explain the abilities and why this freaking guy is going to pretty much own. He's going to change the game slightly because his ganks are going to be pretty darn insane. This guy is definitely a jungler. His mechanics is definitely jungle based. I mean, you don't need to be an expert to see that. It's all based on jungle. Let me explain his techniques. Okay, so his passive is pretty darn cool. I think it's his main utility. It's what makes him so strong. This guy's name is Rengar, by the way. What it is whenever you are in a brush, if you right click or basic attack any enemy champion, you will gap close to that champion, and the distance, which you'll see in the video, is insane. Okay, and this is pretty cool because juking, when you want to juke, it's insane. And more importantly, ganking, as you can see, ganking gets so insane. I go 4-0 the first time I play her in like under 10 minutes, I believe, just because of how insane this guy is. So the main thing is ganking, and that gap closer is gonna do so much, especially for good gankers. Personally, I think it's best for when you want to come through the lane to gank, because they won't expect it, and you could gap close before they can even react. On top of that, it's good for just getting up close. Even if you can get as close as you can, that passive is going to get you even closer. And I mean, with the Oracle, you can clear wards, and your ganks are going to be insane. And that's not the only thing. After you gap close, and this passive works on not just champions, it works on minions too, I believe. After you gap close, his other abilities will pretty much do the trick. And his Q is pretty much just like a freaking like special auto attack, like Jax's W right now, which is just like extra damage for the auto attack. And his W is it's just freaking let me look it up real quick. His W, which is called Battle Roar, it's pretty simple. It just lets out a roar and damages enemies and increases his armor and magic resistance. Not too big a change, but not too powerful, but it's good for jungling. And this is his second best ability. Actually third best. His passive and his ultimate make this guy so crazy. Okay, this guy, by the way, I just have to tell you guys the ultimate right now because it's so insane. We have another stealth champion finally. We've only had 2 legit stealths excluding Teemo, in this whole game. 102 champions and only 2 stealths. And those, despite what quote-unquote Riot calls buffs, they were nerfed, okay? Twitch and Eve were the old stealths, and those stealths were pretty crappy, okay? After the quote-unquote buff, which was actually a nerf in disguise, Twitch's stealth only lasts like 3 seconds once max, which is pretty stupid. Like, what can you do in 3 seconds stealth? I mean, usually early game you won't have that max, so you only have like 1 or 2 seconds of stealth, which is stupid. With this new champion, we finally have another stealth. His ultimate is called Thrill of the Hunt. It pretty much stealths him. I think once max, it's like 7 to 10 seconds, which is insane. It completely stealths him. So it's not like Twitch's where like once you stealth you have like a channel time. It stealths him instantly, and you can see this later in my gameplay. So there's this one time where I 1v1 someone and I lose. So I just hit that stealth, that ultimate, and boom, they can't find me, and I was able to escape. So unlike Twitch's where like you have to, once you hit the stealth button, you have to channel for 3 seconds before you're quote-unquote actually stealth, which is really stupid because they'll kill you by the time you actually stealth. And the main reason, other than this, why this guy is OP, is because that stealth will pretty much guarantee like really good ganks when you hit level 6. And there's more to this Thrill of the Hunt ultimate. It also reveals all enemy champions in an extremely large radius around you. You'll see this in my gameplay. It reveals quite a large amount, so if you're against other stealth champions, like you're playing against Jungle Twitch, he's not gonna escape. Or say you have to play against a Kali or a Talon. Oh, I forgot about those stealths, but I don't think they count. They're like even more temporary stealths. But again, Akali and Talons are no longer safe versus this champion. And the radius is very large. It also gains movement speed and generates ferocity. Okay, another thing which makes this guy even more OP is he has no mana, which means 1, he doesn't have to start at blue, and 2, the system in place of mana is like Fury, or more, especially like Renekton's Fury system, which is insane because as you know, Renekton's Fury system is pretty much like this one, and what happens is you gain 1 point of quote-unquote ferocity, as they call it, and once you hit 5, your next ability becomes empowered. So whichever ability you choose gets empowered, and essentially it just deals more damage, kind of like Rumble's system. And it's actually really insane because his clear times are right now through the roof, and he doesn't have to start at blue. He doesn't need blue, so that's another addition. And unlike Rumble's system, it doesn't have like a cooldown rate. So once you hit that 5 ferocity mark, you can leave it there until you want to gank, which is also insane. And I know it only seems to deal more damage for whatever ability you choose, but let's get to the third ability, his E, which is called Boa Strike. This is his, again I said it, third most powerful ability, and another reason why this guy's going to be OP once he's released. Boa Strike pretty much, it throws this little thing that slows your enemy tremendously, okay? It's a bolo. It's pretty much like this thing that like trips your enemy, who cares, but the point is it slows your enemy. And the reason why it's so insane is like once maxed, the slow percentage is like 70%, and that's not including the ferocity bonus. So once you get 5 ferocity, and you use Bola Strike, the slow is so crazy. So like if you get like Summoner Spell Exhaust plus a maxed Bola Strike with your 5 ferocity plus your Thrill of the Hunt, which stealths you, that champion, whoever you're ganking, is not going anywhere. his movement speed is going to be like 0%, and on top of that, he won't see you coming because you're stealth, even with wards, until it's too late, until you're right next to him. And say, let's say your ultimate is on cooldown. You still have that huge gap closer with your passive, and the damage you deal is insane. And the thing is, Ferocity works with just about any ability you choose. So once you get 5 Ferocity, which isn't hard because the cooldowns for all of his abilities is super low, it's going to be insane. So as for runes, I've been just playing him movement speed quints. I would say attack speed marks, and the standard armor and magic resist glyphs and seals. And I would build him with some cooldown, so I would consider Ionian boots. If you need defense, I would go Merc treads, but definitely consider getting cooldown reduction for sure. So get that GP10 item, Avarice Blade, and upgrade it if you want. And another thing, this guy is so unique, okay? He has his own item. So he's the second champ to do this next to Victor. So a lot of new things coming along with this champ. I'll show you the picture. I probably already showed you the picture of his quote-unquote item, which is like this necklace, and only he can buy it from the store, and it's pretty cheap. And it's essentially like Mayha's Soul Stealer or the Occult, where the more kills you get or assists you get, the more stacks you get. But unlike these items, it has much better scaling and a whole lot less of a loss ratio. So with Mayha's, you lose a third of your stacks per death. So like, say you have 20 stacks, a third of your stacks is a huge amount, like I would say 7 stacks. But with this item, you only lose 1 stack, not like a fraction, just 1 stack per death. And it's pretty cheap, and the reason why this is OP is the bonuses it gives when you freaking use this item. I mean, once, like, if you look on the thing for it, once you get 9 stacks on this, the bonuses it gives you is freaking crazy, okay? It gives attack damage, it gives cooldown reduction, it gives movement speed, it gives so much stuff, and it's only 1200. And like, if you have 9 stacks on it, which isn't too much, I mean 9 kills, you're freaking gonna be like super fed. Like, it's definitely an item worth buying, and it will snowball you for sure. And as you can see by the video, I freaking own, and I didn't even realize about this item until later on, but if I had bought it, I would have snowballed the game so quickly. And I was pretty much trolling because that was the first time I played it, but you could see at the start I was still doing exceptionally well with him. So this guy is definitely OP. Let me see if I haven't told you guys something. Yes. So in terms of gap closing and abilities, he relies on his passive to jump. So what you want to do is jump using your passive and bullet strike. The slow on it is insane, and he's just going to be an OP champion. This guy comes with a whole bunch of new stuff that we haven't seen a lot, and it's pretty much all the best stuff you want in a jungler, all rolled into one, plus some more stuff. I mean, he's one of the few stealth champions released, and the only viable and exceptionally good one out there right now. And for once, we have a jungler with decent CC. I mean, he has an actual slow, a pretty darn strong slow. Other junglers like freaking Hecarim, what does he have? He has like a fear. I mean, you have to get to level 6 before you can even use the fear. That's pretty much pretty dumb. And this guy has a gap closer from level 1, so pretty darn insane. Would I say he's so OP that you'll always win with him? No, because it does take a lot of skill to play him properly, and his abilities aren't like one-hit KOs. So you definitely have to know how to play him right, know how to build him, know which runes to play. But I've been watching a lot of jungle streams, and this guy is definitely going to change the game. I mean, if you've seen jungle streams, they go to extreme lengths just to get a gank off, and this guy is going to provide so much advantage that they don't even have to work as hard, and the lanes will be much more scared. This guy is probably going to be the new Shaco, and he's going to be banned. So you hear from me, you heard it from me first. This is freaking 2 weeks, 1 to 2 weeks before he's ever going to be released. So in 2 weeks from now, you're going to see this. Rengar is going to own if you don't ban him in ranked games. Until they nerf him, which I'm sure they will eventually. But you gotta see this guy, dude. And that's it for now, so I'll see you guys later, and peace. Also, check him out if you want to play him or other new champions before the release date. I've made a bunch of new videos on how to get new champions and play them, so just check those videos out, and it's the same way on getting this new champion. So see you guys later, peace.
I seek only the strongest. Strike when ready. Catch their trail.
Shut down.
Walk the killer's path.